Hi, this is John Rosenhead, Jerusalem psychotherapist. This week's Torah and Psychology post of Pashas Emor is going to discuss psychological preparation for Shabbos. In this week's Pasha, we read about Shabbos and the Chagim, and Rav Shimshon Raphael Hirsch explains that Shabbos and all the Yomim Tovim are referred to as Moedim, and the word Moed relates to an appointed time to meet with Hashem. This is what Moed is. Moed is a time, and it's a designated moment, an opportunity and time to come and close to Kodesh Baruch Hu and to meet Him. And so too, Rav Shimshon Raphael Hirsch explains that this idea of a Moed, of meeting, is also an internal activity. It's a process that we go through on an internal level of preparing ourselves and drawing ourselves closer and being ready for this meeting with the Kodesh Baruch Hu. Whether it's for Shabbos or whether it's for the Chagim, these are all Moedim. And this is the connotation and the significance of the word Moed, an appointed time to meet. So let's take Shabbos. What are the preparations involved in getting ready for Shabbos? The Rambam relates the idea of kavod Shabbos, what is involved in showing respect for Shabbos, and in terms of the preparation for Shabbos, he lists three main things that a person can do, three aspects that a person can do in order to prepare themselves for Shabbos. One is washing their hands and their body, so it's cleaning themselves. Another is the second thing is wrapping themselves in their talis, in tzitzis, in a talis. And the third is preparing themselves that they are in a state of calm and focus and concentration, that they are focused and they have an intent on what it means to be prepared and coming towards HaKadosh Baruch Hu and being ready for Shabbos. So these are three aspects. And Rav Soloveitchik points out that these three aspects of kavod Shabbos that the Rambam relates in terms of preparing for Shabbos are actually, the Rambam is consistent in how he looks at tefillah, and these three aspects are also the components to preparing for tefillah. According to the Rambam, a person should wash their hands, they need to wear their talis when they're davening, and they should also be prepared, so that they should come early, that they should be ready, they should be focused and concentrated, and be ready and prepared before they start davening. So these three aspects of being prepared for tefillah are also the same three aspects and components for being prepared and ready for Shabbos. Rav Soloveitchik elaborates on this connection between Shabbos, the preparation for Shabbos, and tefillah, and says that they are both a meeting with the Kodesh Baruch Hu. It is being mekabel pnei hashchina, that we are coming to meet the Kodesh Baruch Hu, both in tefillah and davening to Kodesh Baruch Hu, and also in terms of Shabbos. And these three aspects and the similarity between them, between Shabbos and tefillah, and the preparations are all they're consistent because they enable a person to be prepared and ready for this meeting with the Kodesh Baruch Hu. As we said, Shabbos and all the Yom Tovim are a Moed. It's a time to meet the Kodesh Baruch Hu. So how does one do this on a psychological level? I think these three aspects that the Rambam is saying in terms of preparation can relate to the cognitive behavioral model of CBT. That CBT can be used as a process, as a psychological model in terms of thinking of how we prepare ourselves and how we can be prepared for Shabbos. Because washing the body, as the Rambam says, relates to the physical aspect, the actions and the behavior, which is the behavioral aspect of the CBT model, of how we focus on our actions and our behavior. In terms of wrapping ourselves in the talis and tzitzis, we know that the significance of tzitzis is that the gematria of the strings of the tzitzis, the color of the beged, it is all relating to the idea of mitzvahs, 613 mitzvahs. The color is blue, which relates to the shamayim and the kisei hakavod, and we think of the Kodesh Baruch Hu. So we see that the message and the symbolism of a talis is actually understood on a cognitive level, that we think and understand on a cognitive level the thought process and how this brings us to understanding and how this relates to a connection with the Kodesh Baruch Hu. And finally, the third aspect of being prepared and having a focus is an emotional process, that we put ourselves and help ourselves to be ready on an emotional level, a sense of calm and content. And these are aspects that certainly go into the emotional understanding of the CBT model, of understanding our emotions and how we relate to them and how they impact and influence on us, have an influence on us. So if we take this CBT model, we can see how these three aspects, both in terms of preparing for tefillah, but more importantly, as we're saying, in terms of preparing for Shabbos and the meeting with the Kodesh Baruch Hu as a moed, these three aspects can relate to the CBT model, which helps us to go through a psychological process of being ready to meet the Kodesh Baruch Hu, and that we are ready to be Mekabel Pnei Shechina before, and we are ready for Shabbos. So I hope that you have a great Shabbos and keep well.